Express y equals 5 minus 2x minus 4x squared in the form y equals a minus b times into bracket x plus c squared, where a, b, and c are constants. Hence, state the maximum value of the function f is such that x maps to 5 minus 2x minus 4x squared. So now, we know that the equation y is equal to 5 minus 2x minus 4x squared. So we need to complete the squares. In completion of squares, the first thing is the coefficient of x squared must be 1. So we need to factorize minus 4 out. So y is equal to minus 4. Now, 5 divided by minus 4 becomes minus 5 over 4. Then minus 2 divided by 4 becomes plus 1 over 2x. Then plus x squared. So y is equal to minus 4. Now, we need to find half of the coefficient of x and square it. Half of half is 1 over 4. Then 1 over 4 squared is 1 over 16. So this becomes minus 5 over 4 minus 1 over 16. Then plus 1 over 16. So minus 1 over 16 plus 1 over 16 is 0. So we've not done anything to the equation. Then plus 1 over 2x plus x squared. Now let me repeat it here. So y is equal to minus 4, then times minus 5 over 4 minus 1 over 16 plus 1 over 16 plus 1 over 2x plus x squared. So now y is equal to minus 4. Now minus 5 over 4 minus 1 over 16 is minus 21 over 16. Then plus all of this becomes 1 over 4 plus x all squared. So y is equal to, if we multiply through by minus 4, this becomes 21 divided by 4. Then minus 4 times 1 over 4 plus x all squared. But he said we should leave it in this form. So y is equal to a then minus b times x plus c all squared. So from here you can see that a is equal to 21 over 4. Then b is equal to 4. Then c is equal to 1 over 4. So the maximum value is a. So maximum value is equal to 21 over 4. When k is added to the expression y squared minus 12y, the expression becomes into bracket y plus p squared. Find the values of p and k. So the expression is y squared minus 12y. Then he says when we add k to it, so let's add k. The expression becomes into bracket y plus p all squared. So now, what we need to do is to expand y plus p squared. So what is the expansion y plus p all squared? However, this is in the form, the binomial expansion a plus b all squared. And this is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So y plus p squared, in this case, y is equal to a and then p is equal to b. So this becomes y squared plus 2py then plus p squared. So this implies that y squared minus 12y plus k is equal to y squared plus 2py plus p squared. So you can see that here is y squared, here is y squared. Here has y, here has y. So that means we can equate the two. So this means that 2p is equal to minus 12. So if you divide through by 2, you find out that p is equal to minus 6. And then here has got nothing. You see here is k and here is p squared. It means that k is equal to p squared. But we know that p is equal to minus 6 and therefore k is equal to minus 6 all squared. Therefore, k is equal to 36. So the values of p is equal to 36, and then k is equal to, p is equal to 6, and then k is equal to 36. Solve x equals square root of 2x plus 3. So the equation is x is equal to square root of 2x plus 3. So let's square both sides. So we find out that x squared is equal to 2x plus 3. So let's bring everything to the right hand side. So it becomes x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So two numbers that if we multiply, we get minus 3. But if we add, we get minus 2. You see that minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. However, minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. So this becomes x squared minus 3x plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. So we can factorize x out of this place. So it becomes x. We are left with x minus 3. Then with this place, we can factorize 1 out of that place. So left with x minus 3 equals 0. So we have in one bracket x plus 1, and then in another bracket x minus 3 equals 0. So the values of x are x equals minus 1 or x equals 3. Now let's verify our answer. So let's put the case of x equals minus 1. So if you put minus 1 here, minus 1 times 2 is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 3 is 1. Now, square root of 1 is 1. But 1 is not equal to minus 1, and therefore x cannot be equal to minus 1. Now let's put x equals 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. Square root of 3 is 3. So, and 3 is equal to 3. So therefore, the only solution is x equals 3. Solve 3x divided by 1 minus x plus 2x divided by 1 plus x equals 2. So in this case, let's find the LCM. The LCM is 1 minus x times 1 plus x. So you see that here 1 minus x will cancel 1 minus x. So that means that 3x will multiply 1 plus x. Then plus 2x. See that 1 plus x will cancel 1 plus x. So 2x will multiply 1 minus x. And this is equal to 2. So now, it becomes 3x times 1 plus x. Then plus 2x times 1 minus x equals 2. However, you can see that this is difference of two squares. A minus b times a plus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. So you can see that here is 1 minus x and here is 1 plus x. So this becomes 1 minus x squared. So this becomes 2 times 1 minus x squared. So now, let's expand this. This becomes 3x times 1 is 3x. Then plus 3x times x becomes 3x squared. And 2x times 1 is 2x. And 2x times minus x becomes minus 2x squared. And this is equal to 2 times 1 is 2. And 2 times minus x squared becomes minus 2x squared. So let's continue from here. You can see that 3x plus this 2x is 5x. And then 3x squared minus 2x squared is x squared. So it becomes x squared plus 5x. And then apart from that, that is equal to 2 minus 2x squared. So here's x squared, here's x squared. So we can bring everything to the left hand side. So x squared plus 2x squared becomes 3x squared. Then plus 5x minus 2 equals 0. So you see that 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. So two numbers that if we multiply, we'll get minus 6. But if we add, we'll get plus 5. You see that 6 times minus 1 is minus 6. But 6 minus 1 is 5. Therefore, here becomes 3x squared plus 6x minus x minus 2 equals 0. So if we factorize 3x here, we are left with x plus 2. Then if we factorize minus 1 here, we are left with x plus 2 equals 0. So we have in one bracket 3x minus 1, then another bracket x plus 2 equals 0. So the values of x are x equals 1 over 3 or x equals minus 2. If 10x squared minus 9xy plus 2y squared is equal to 0, find the ratio x is to y. So let's rewrite the equation. It is 10x squared minus 9xy plus 2y squared is equal to 0. So you see that 10x squared times 2y squared is equal to 20x squared y squared. So now you see that two numbers that if you multiply, you will get 20. But if you add, you get minus 9. So you see that minus 5 times minus 4 is 20. However, minus 5 plus minus 4 is minus 9. So this means that it becomes 10x squared, and then minus 5xy minus 4xy plus 2y squared equals 0. The equation is 10x squared minus 5xy minus 4xy plus 2y squared equals 0. So now in this case, you can see that 5x is common. So let's factorize 5x out. We are left with 2x minus y. Let's factorize minus 2y out. So minus 2y. We'll be left with 2x minus y. And this is equal to 0. So in one bracket, we have 5x minus 2y. Then in another bracket, we have 2x minus y equals 0. Let's take 5x minus 2y and equate to 0. So this implies that 5x is equal to 2y. We are looking at for the ratio x is to y, in other words, x over y. So if we divide through by y, you see that 5x divided by y is equal to 2. So if we divide through by 5 too, then you see that x divided by y is equal to 2 over 5. So one of the answers of x is to y is equal to 2 is to 5. Now let's take this one, which is 2x minus y equals 0. So this implies that 2x is equal to y. So let's divide through by y. We have 2x divided by y is equal to 1. And let's divide by 2. So x divided by y is equal to 1 divided by 2. So the second case of x is to y is equal to 1 is to 2. So the answers are 2 is to 5 and 1 is to 2. The root of the equation 2x squared plus into bracket m plus 1x plus n equals 0 are 1 and 3, where m and n are constant. Find the values of m and n. So now, if 1 and 3 are the roots of this equation, it means that, for example, if we let f of x to be equal to 2x squared plus into bracket m plus 1x plus n, it means that f of 1 satisfies this equation. So f of 1 is equal to 0 and f of 3 is also equal to 0. So what it means is that x minus 1 is a factor of this quadratic equation, and x minus 3 is also a factor of that quadratic equation. So the new quadratic equation with respect to x minus 1 and x minus 3 is f of x equals x minus 1 times x minus 3. So this is equal to x times x is x squared. X times minus 3 is minus 3x. Minus 1 times x is minus x. Minus 1 times minus 3 is plus 3. So f of x is equal to x squared, then minus 4x plus 3. Nonetheless, we know that f of x is equal to 2x squared, then plus into bracket m plus 1x plus n, and that is equal to 0. So what we need to do is to make the coefficient of x squared 1, just as it is in this case. So if we divide through by 2, we find out that x squared plus, if we divide here by 2, becomes m plus 1 divided by 2. All of this times x plus n over 2 is equal to 0. So if we further simplify, now we can write this f of x down here, which is x squared minus 4x plus 3 equals 0. So we can compare x squared, xx. So we can compare their coefficients. So it means that m plus 1 divided by 2 is equal to minus 4. So m plus 1 is equal to 2 times minus 4 is minus 8. So m is equal to minus 8 minus 1, which is minus 9. And then if we come here, you see that n over 2 is equal to 3. So n is equal to 2 times 3, and therefore n is equal to 6. Solve 3x exponent 1 over 2 plus 5 minus 2x exponent minus 1 over 2 equals 0. So now, a exponent 1 over 2 is the same as square root of a. Sorry, a exponent 1 over 2 is the same as square root of a. And then a exponent minus 1 over 2 is the same as 1 over square root of a. So it means that this becomes 3, then x exponent 1 over 2 becomes root x, then plus 5 minus 2, x exponent minus 1 over 2 becomes divided by square root of x, and all of that is equal to 0. So let's let b to be equal to square root of x. So it implies that this becomes 3b plus 5 minus 2 over b is equal to 0. So b times b is 3b squared, and then b times 5 becomes plus 5b minus 2 equals 0. So now let's continue from here. It is 3b squared plus 5b minus 2 equals 0. So you see that 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. Two numbers that if you multiply, you get minus 6, but if you add, you get 5. 6 and then minus 1. So it becomes 3b squared, then plus 6b minus b minus 2 equals 0. So if we factorize 3b out, we are left with b plus 2 in this case. And if we factorize minus 1 from here, we are left with b plus 2 in this case too. So in one bracket, we have 3b minus 1 times b plus 2 equals 0. So the values of b are b equals 1 over 3 or b equals minus 2. Nonetheless, we said that we should let b to be equal to square root of x. So it means that square root of x is equal to 1 over 3. So we can square both sides. So this means that x is equal to 1 over 9. Or square root of x is also equal to minus 2. So if we square both sides, we find out that x is equal to 4. So the values of x are x equals 1 over 9 and x equals 4. If into bracket p plus 1 times x squared plus 4px plus into bracket 2p plus 3 is equal to 0 has equal roots, find the value of p. So the equation is p plus 1 times x squared, then plus 4px plus 2p plus 3 in another bracket is equal to 0. So you see that this is of the form ax squared then plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So a in this case, coefficient of x squared, that is p plus 1. Then b in this case is the coefficient of x, which is 4p. And then C is, it has nothing, so C is equal to 2p plus 3. However, the question says it has equal roots. So we need to use the discriminant. Remember that the discriminant of quadratic equation is b squared minus 4ac. So for equal root, b squared minus 4ac must be equal to 0. So b is 4p all squared minus 4 times a, which is p plus 1, then times c, which is 2p plus 3. This is equal to 0. So 4p squared, 4 squared is 16, so it becomes 16p squared. Then minus 4 times, now p times 2p is 2p squared. Then p times 3 is plus 3p. Then 1 times 2p is plus 2p. And 1 times 3 is plus 3 equals 0. So this becomes 16p squared, then minus 4 times 2p squared, then 3p plus 2p is plus 5p, then plus 3 equals 0. So this becomes 16p squared, then minus 4 times 2 is minus 8, so minus 8p squared. Then minus 4 times 5 becomes minus 20p. Then minus 4 times 3 is minus 12 equals 0. So 16 minus 8 is 8, so we have 8p squared. Then minus 20p minus 12 is equal to 0. So let's divide through by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2, so 2p squared. Then minus 20 divided by 4 becomes minus 5. Then 12 divided by 4 becomes minus 3 equals 0. Now 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. So two numbers that if you multiply, you get minus 6. But if you add, you get minus 5. Those numbers are minus 6 and 1. So we have 2p squared minus 6p plus p minus 3 is equal to 0. So if we factorize 2p from here, we are left with p minus 3, then plus 1, p minus 3 is equal to 0. So let me continue from here. So you see that we have in one bracket 2p plus 1. Then in another bracket, p minus 3 is equal to 0. So the values of p are p is equal to minus 1 over 2 or p equals 3. If alpha and beta are the roots of 3x squared minus 5x minus y equals 0, find the equation whose roots are into bracket alpha minus 2 beta and then into bracket beta minus 2 alpha. So the equation is 3x squared minus 5x minus 1 is equal to 0. So you see that this is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So we have sum of roots. The sum of roots in this case is equal to minus b over a. And this is equal to minus 5 divided by 3, and that is 5 over 3. And we also have product of roots. Then the product of the roots is c over a. And then c in this case is minus 1 and a is 3. So that is minus 1 over 3. So the roots of the equation are alpha minus 2 beta and then beta minus 2 alpha. So let's find sum of the roots. So plus beta minus 2 alpha. So this is equal to alpha plus beta, then minus 2 alpha, which is this term, minus 2 beta. So if we rewrite it, this becomes alpha plus beta, then minus, we are factorizing 2 out. We are left with alpha plus beta. But we know that alpha plus beta is the sum of the root, which is 5 over 3 minus 2 times alpha plus beta is still 5 over 3. So 2 times 5 over 3. And then this is equal to minus 5 over 3. Then the next thing is we are supposed to find product of roots. So that is alpha minus 2 beta times beta minus 2 alpha. So alpha times beta is alpha beta. Alpha times minus 2 alpha is minus 2 alpha squared. The minus 2 beta times beta is minus 2 beta squared. Then minus 2 beta times minus 2 alpha becomes plus 4 alpha beta. So now let's factorize minus 2 from here. So this becomes alpha beta minus 2 times alpha squared minus beta squared. And then plus beta squared, then plus 4 alpha beta. Now, what is alpha plus beta all squared? This is equal to alpha squared plus beta squared plus 2 alpha beta. So it implies that alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to, into bracket, alpha plus beta all squared, which is this term. Then we take 2 alpha beta to the left hand side. So it becomes minus 2 alpha beta. So the product of the roots becomes alpha beta, then minus 2 times, into brackets, alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta, and then plus 4 alpha beta. So this becomes, now alpha beta plus 4 alpha beta is 5 alpha beta. So this becomes 5 alpha beta, then minus 2 times alpha plus beta squared, and then minus 2 times minus 2 becomes plus 4 alpha beta. So now 5 alpha beta plus 4 alpha beta becomes 9 alpha beta minus 2 times alpha plus beta squared. But we know that alpha beta is minus 1 over 3. So this becomes 9 times minus 1 over 3, and minus 2 times alpha plus beta is 5 over 3. So if we further simplify, we find out that here becomes minus 3, then minus 10 over 3, which is equal to minus 19 over 3. Sorry, I made a mistake here. So there is a square here which didn't appear. So this becomes, now 9 times minus 1 over 3 is minus 3. Then 5 squared is 25. Then 3 squared is 9. Now 25 times 2 is 50. So it becomes minus 50 over 9. And that is equal to minus 77 over 9. So the sum of the roots is minus 5 over 3. And then the product of the root is equal to minus 77 over 9. So let's find the new equation. So the new equation is given by the formula x squared minus the sum of the roots times x plus the product of the root equals 0. So this becomes x squared minus the sum of the roots is minus 5 over 3 times x, then plus the product of the root, which is minus 77 over 9, equals 0. So let's multiply through by 9. However, here becomes x squared plus 5 over 3x minus 77 over 9 equals 0. So this becomes 9x squared plus 9 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10, so plus 10x minus 77 is equal to 0. Sorry, there's a mistake here. Here is 15. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. So this becomes, let's multiply through by 9. That's 9x squared. And then now 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. So plus 15x minus 77 is equal to 0. If 2x squared minus x minus 3 is equal to a times into bracket x plus b all squared plus c, find the values of a, b, and c. Hence, find the minimum value of 2x squared minus 3. So, in order to be able to find the values of a, b, and c, we need to complete the squares. So, the equation is 2x squared minus x minus 3. So, to complete the squares, what we need to do is that we need to make the coefficient of x squared 1. So, let's factorize 2 out. So, if we pull 2 out, we'll be left with x squared. Then now this becomes minus x divided by 2. Then minus 3 divided by 2. So now, what we'll do is that we'll find half of the coefficient of x. And then we'll square it, we'll add and subtract. So this becomes 2, then times, now x squared, then minus x over 2. And then half of this, half of minus 1 over 2 is minus 1 over 4. So we need to add minus 1 over 4 squared, then minus 3 over 2, then minus minus 1 over 4 squared. So now this becomes 2 times x squared, then minus x over 2, then minus 1 over 4 squared becomes plus 1 over 16, then minus 3 over 2 minus 1 over 16. So this becomes 2 times x squared, then minus x over 2, then plus 1 over 16, then minus 3 over 2 minus 1 over 16. So I've just written the equation. But now, all of this can be written as 2 times x minus 1 over 4 all squared. Then minus 3 over 2 minus 1 over 16 is minus 25 over 16. So if we multiply through by 2, it becomes 2 times x minus 1 over 4 all squared, then minus 25 over 8. Now, you see that this equation is a times into bracket x plus b all squared, then plus c. So if we compare, you see that a is equal to 2, then b is equal to minus 1 over 4, then c is equal to minus 25 over 8. Now, he also says that we should find the minimum value. The minimum value is c. So in this case, the minimum value is minus 25 over 8. The roots of a quadratic equation 2x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals 0 are alpha and beta. Find the equation whose roots are alpha squared and beta squared. So this equation is 2x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals 0. So you see that this is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, and then c is equal to minus 4. So we need to find the sum of roots alpha plus beta, and that is equal to minus c over a, and this is equal to, minus b over a, and this is equal to minus 3 over 2. Then we need to find the product of roots, which is alpha beta, and that is equal to c over a. Then c over a, c is minus 4 divided by a, 2, and that's equal to minus 2. So the sum of the roots alpha plus beta is equal to minus 3 over 2, then alpha beta, the product of the roots, is equal to -2. So now the root we are supposed to find the equation is alpha squared and then beta squared. So let's find the sum of root, which is alpha squared plus beta squared. But we know that alpha plus beta all squared is equal to alpha squared plus 2 alpha beta plus beta squared. So you see that here is alpha squared plus beta squared. If we make that the subject, we'll get, now that means we need to link these 2 alpha beta to the left hand side. So it becomes alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta. So now this implies that alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to, now alpha plus beta is -3/2. So it's -3/2 squared. Then -2 times alpha beta, which is -2. So this becomes -3 squared is 9 divided by 2 squared 4. The -2 times -2 is +4. Now 9/4 plus 4 is 25/4. Now, having found alpha plus beta squared, let's find alpha squared times beta squared. This is equal to alpha beta all squared. Now, alpha beta is -2, so this is equal to -2 squared, and that is equal to 4. So the new equation is given by the formula x squared minus the sum of the roots times x plus the product of the roots equals 0. So this becomes x squared, then minus the sum of the roots we got as what? 25/4. So -25/4. Then plus the product of the root 4 equals 0. So if we multiply through by 4, you get 4x squared minus 25, sorry, there's an x here, 25x plus 16 is equal to 0. A function f defined by f of x equals 4x squared plus kx plus 9. Find the values of k if the x-axis is tangent to the curve. Now, if the x-axis is tangent to the curve, it means that the function f of x equals 0 has real roots. Now, if it has real roots, then the discriminant b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0. So we know that the function f of x is 4x squared, then plus kx, then plus 9. So this is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. So in this case, a is equal to 4, b is equal to k, then c is equal to 9. But we know that it must be real root, and then the discriminant b squared minus 4ac equals 0. So let's use the discriminant here. B squared minus 4ac equals 0. So b squared, b is equal to k, so it becomes k squared, then minus 4 times a is 4, then times c, c is 9, equals 0. So this becomes k squared, then 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 9 is 144. So minus 144 is equal to 0. So k squared, 144 is the same as 12 squared. It's equal to 0. Now you can see that this is difference of 2 squares. A squared minus b squared is equal to, in one bracket, a minus b times another bracket, a plus b. So all of this becomes k minus 12 in one bracket times k plus 12 in another bracket equals 0. So the values of k are k equals -12 or k equals 12. Express 7 minus 5x minus 2x squared in the form a minus b times x plus c all squared. State the greatest value of the expression. So the equation is 7 minus 5x minus 2x squared. Now we need to make the coefficient of x squared 1. So that means we need to factorize -2. So this becomes -2. Then now here becomes -7/2. Then now -5 divided by -2 becomes plus 5/2x. Then plus x squared. So what we need to do is to find half of the coefficient of x. We square it, add and subtract. So this becomes minus 2. Now, half of the coefficient of 5x, half of 5 over 2 is 5 over 4. If you square 5 over 4, it becomes 25 over 16. So here becomes minus 7 over 2 minus 25 over 16. And then plus 25 over 16 plus 5 over 2x plus x squared. Now, here becomes minus 2. Then minus 7 over 2 minus 25 over 16 is minus 81 over 16. Then plus, now all of this becomes in bracket 5 over 4 plus x all squared. So let me rewrite it here. Sorry, here's minus 2. So we have minus 2 into bracket minus 81 over 16 plus into bracket 5 over 4 plus x all squared. So let's multiply through by the minus 2. So this becomes now minus 2 times minus 81 over 16 becomes 81 over 8. Then minus 2 times 5 over 4 plus x all squared. But we know that they said we should leave it in the form a minus b times x plus c all squared. So you can see that in this case a is equal to 81 over 8. And then b is equal to 2. Then c is equal to 5 over 4. But the question says we should state the greatest value of the expression. So the greatest value is a. So greatest value is 81 over 8. If x squared minus 6x plus 7 equals k times into bracket 2x minus 3 has real and equal roots, find the values of k. So the equation is x squared minus 6x plus 7 is equal to k times into bracket 2x minus 3. So let's expand this. This becomes x squared minus 6x plus 7 is equal to 2kx, then minus 3k. Now let's bring everything to the left hand side. It becomes x squared. Then here becomes minus 6x. Then this one minus 2kx. Then plus 7. Then if this goes here, it becomes plus 3k equals 0. So what we can do is that we can factorize x from here. So this becomes x squared. Then minus into brackets. Now if you factorize 2x, so this becomes, so let me put 2 here. Now here becomes 3, then plus k, then times x, then plus into bracket 7 plus 3k equals 0. So if we further simplify, you can see that this is of the form ax squared plus bx, then plus c equals 0. So in this case, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2 times 3 plus k, and then c is equal to 7 plus 3k. So now the question says that it has real and equal roots. So that means the discriminant b squared minus 4ac must be equal to 0. So what is b squared? That is minus 2 times 3 plus k all squared, then minus 4 times a, 1, then times c, which is 7 plus 3k, is equal to 0. So now minus 2 squared is 4, then times 3 plus k squared, then minus 4 times 7 plus 3k equals 0. So this becomes 4 times. Now this is a binomial expansion, so it becomes 3 squared is 9. Then 2 times 3 is 6 times k, so plus 6k. Then plus k squared. Then minus 4 times 7 is 28, so minus 28. The minus 4 times 3 becomes minus 12k equals 0. So this becomes 4 times 9 is 36. Then 4 times 6 is 24, so plus 24k. Sorry, plus 24k. Then plus 4k squared minus 28 minus 12k equals 0. So now you can see that here is 4k squared. Then here is 24k minus 12k. That becomes plus 12k. Then this place is 36 minus 28. That is 8. So plus 8 is equal to 0. Now we can further divide by 4. So k squared then plus 12 divided by 4 is 3k. Then 8 divided by 4 is 2 equals 0. So two numbers that if we multiply we get 2, but if we add we get 3. Those numbers are 1 and 2. So we have k plus 1 in one bracket, then k plus 2 in another bracket equals 0. So the values of k are k equals minus 1 or k equals minus 2.